All right. Good morning, guys. I'm Jessica Clements. I'm a fitness and sports instructor here in Gagetown, New Brunswick. And this morning we're going to be running sport-specific training for runners. So before that gets started, we'll ask you to just direct your attention to the comments below. There is a liability waiver that you'll just have to read prior to participating in the class. So just gonna pull that up on my phone. Sorry guys, it's now become accessible to all. Prior to participating in this session and to make an informed decision on whether you should seek advice from a qualified exercise professional or healthcare provider, consult the Get Active questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference document simply by clicking on the links below. So you'll see the Get Active question. So by continuing with this telefitness class, you understand that there is a possibility of injury and you agree that you do so voluntarily at your own risk. You also assume all risk of injury and agree to release the Canadian Forces Morale and Welfare Services from any and all claims related to your participation in this telefitness class. Perfect. So, we are going to do some functional training moves to improve your speed and endurance in running. So we'll be doing a lot of lower body based movements. So we're going to focus on those movements that runners require. And it's also going to address mobility and encourage good form when we're running. So that being said, we're going to start with the warm-up before we move into those exercises. So let's get started here. We're just going to start 30 half jacks just to get moving. Good. So we're going to move in to a zombie walk, so legs up and touch. Good, you can go back. Good. Perfect. High knees, bring it up. Good, you can pick up the tempo if you need to. And then we're going to start back here. We're just going to bend down, swoop, bend down, swoop. Good, and back the other way. Good, once back. Good. One more time, nice and low. Good. We're going to go 5 nice deep squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. We're just going to bring it down to the floor, nice and slow. Chest to the floor, press up. Good. 2. Good. 3. 4. And one more. 5. Good. Stepping it back up. We're going to move back into that zombie walk. Good. Turn it around. Good. One more time. gonna go back down, hamstring, swoop down, other side. One more time. Good, and back. Good. 5 deep squats. 1. One more. Good. Bring it to the floor. Chest down, hands up, press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. So grab a sip of water. If you need to run through that one more time to get yourself good and ready for the workout, that's perfectly fine. But if not, I'm just going to explain to you what we're doing today. So I'm going to show you a few moves that can help you improve your speed and endurance when you're running. So we're going to go over a few fun movements with a set amount of repetitions and a set amount of sets. We will start with a lunge. So very simple. So we can just do a reverse lunge, or you can walk it out if you want. Okay. So we're going to do 12. So we're going to do 12 on each side. We're doing 2 sets today. So each movement's going to have its own set of repetitions. So we're going to start down. So 12 on each leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Switch legs. 1, 2. So we're doing 12. You want to make sure that your core is locked in, good alignment. Pay attention to where your knee is. Is it way over your toe, or is it making 90-degree? 4, 12. Perfect. So we're going to rest. We're going to rest in between our movements. So we just hit 12 on each side for the lunges. If you're just jumping in now, you can go ahead and do that. And then we're going to just move in to a nice slow squat, 12, okay? So a lot of legs today, a lot of single leg work as well, which is good because running is a plyometric sport. So we want to ensure that we're providing that good stability when we're running. So 12 squats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is my spine neutral? Am I coming forward? Is my core still braced? Those are questions you can ask yourself when you're doing sport-specific training or any training just to make sure you're doing the movement properly. Okay, so that was 12. So if you're just jumping in now, we've hit 12 per side on our lunges and then 12 squats. I'm just keeping track here, guys. Good. So we're going to come down to the floor, give those legs a break, 12 push-ups. So core is really important when you're running as well. Everything's important. Okay, so we're just going to start stacked. If you need to come to the knee for your push-up, that's perfectly fine. But if not, chest to the floor, and we're going to press up, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So 12 of those done. Good. So easy movements you can do anywhere at your house or at the gym. You can increase the difficulty on all these movements as well. Good. So next we're going to be moving into a single leg hop. So I'm going to start further back. So we're going to do a set amount of jumps on the right leg with a set amount of jumps on the left leg. So when I talked about running being a plyometric sport, it means your muscles are shortening and lengthening quickly to provide that power. So these are really good movements to work on. Okay, so starting with the left leg, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn around, 8, 9, 10. Good, switch sides. Maybe one side's a little more stable. I just did 13 kilometers of hills, so this is not fun. And 2 more. And good, good. So 12 per side on those single leg hops. Challenging. We're going to move into a Bulgarian split squat for the next set. So we're going to be doing 12 again on each leg, single leg movement. I apologize about the space, guys, so I'm just going to turn you while we're doing it. So you can use a chair or a bench or your couch if you want. So you're just going to extend out like you would be doing a lunge with that foot braced on whatever you may be using. And we're just going to drop the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Torsos upright. You're not hunched over. Good. Perfect. And we're going to switch sides. If you need a little rest in between, that's perfectly fine. So switching sides, getting in that good position, seeing where the knee tracking is. Am I too far over the toe? Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 12. Good. All right, perfect. So 12 of those. Good. So we've hit 5 exercises. So we're going to move on to our 6th, and then we're going to start back from the beginning, okay? So we're just going to come down onto the floor, and we are just going to alternate toe and arm, and just kind of work on the core a little bit more, and then we'll start over, okay? So shoulders pressed into the floor. You're going to just come up and alternate. Opposite toe, opposite hand. So 12 each side. If you need a break, give yourself a break. Relax. Little burner. Good. Four more. Good. Awesome job, guys. So we can relax now. So we're going to go through those 6 movements one more time together. You can definitely feel free to add in another set, but if you're just starting out, you can definitely drop the set or drop the repetitions, okay? All right, so starting back up, we're just going to do our reverse lunge, or you can walk it out. We're going to start 1, 2, my back foot sliding. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sliding all over the place. There we go. Good. Switch sides. More. Good. Relax. Nice and heavy there. Starting next with our slow squat. And then we'll finish down with some nice dynamic stretching, okay? It's going to be a warm day. Good. Perfect. So setting yourself up, 12 squats. And one more. Good. Great job, guys. Coming back down to the floor for push-ups and making sure we're staying hydrated. Okay. So for this, we're slowing things down. So we're allowing our chest to come fully to the floor and pressing up from there and coming back down nice and slow, pressing up from there, okay? If you need to come to the knees, that's perfectly fine, but if not, you'll just come into your regular push-up position and we'll get going with that, okay? So down to the floor and up, down, up, nice and slow, 3, and up, down, that's 4, and up. Four more. Making sure that core is locked in. Good. Whew. Halfway. Perfect. So we're going to be moving in to our last 2 single leg movements, followed by a nice core. So the single leg hops that I don't make look very good, but I'm sure yours will look fine. Good. Here we go. So 12 each leg. Turning it around. Good. Switching sides. 12. Good. Perfect. So, going to be turning you around again for our Bulgarian split squat, 12 on each side. Grab a drink. Good. All right. Here. My socks. All right. So setting yourself up similar to the lunge, different pattern the way we're dropping down. So stepping it back, and we're letting that knee drop. There we go. 2. Good. Switching sides. Okay. Perfect. Good. And one more. Good. Perfect, guys. So we're finishing. Alternating V up. So opposite hand, opposite foot. shoulders and back pressed into the floor. Taking our rest, and then we're gonna go again. All right, so laying into the floor, alternates. So 12 each side. Good. Perfect. Woo. Whew. That was a burner. Good, guys. So for those of you who are just starting out, feel free to just do 2 sets or scale back the reps. But we do have time for 1 more set. So we are going to do that and then just finish with a nice cool down. Okay, so good. Have a good break. Get a drink of water, and we're gonna run through those 6 exercises 1 more time. Good. So, perfect. So starting back with the lunges, if you want to walk it out and you have the space, that's fine. If not, we're going to start back with a reverse lunge. So 12 per side. Paying attention to everything. So making sure that your knee isn't coming over the toe, that you're not hunched over, that everything's in a good alignment, okay? Your knee's not pointed out this way or in this way, that everything's where it needs to be, okay? Whoa. Good. Switching sides. So again, making sure everything's in right alignment, core is braced, and we're going to drop that knee. 1, 2. Good. 12. Ooh, how are your legs feeling now? Okay, so we're going to move into our squat next. 12, nice and slow. Nice slow tempo. Good. So, setting ourselves up. Good. 1. Good. And 12. Perfect. Come into the floor. So push up, but our chest is going to come to the floor, and then we're going to press back up, slowly bringing it down. You can go from the knees if you need to. Again, taking a rest if you need it. We're going to start back up in 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good, don't lose that brace. Perfect. Good. So grab a drink. Fridays are my new mopping day here, so perfect. Single leg hops. So I'm just gonna start here. We were coming forward, more of like a broad jump, but you can do them stationary if you need to. 1, 2, 5, 6. Good. Switching sides. So. Good. Good. 2 more. Good. Perfect. Grabbing a drink, guys. We only have 2 more left before our cool down, so that's fantastic. So I will turn you around again, okay, for our Bulgarian split squat. I apologize about the space, guys. So here we are, 12 per side. Bringing it back. Again, paying attention to that knee tracking and also paying attention to what's going on up top, okay? So we're nice and tall. We're extending that leg back, dropping down. Good. So that core is nice and braced. Lock the block. Good. Sorry you can't see all of me. Great job, guys. And 2 more. Good. 1 more. Perfect. So switching sides. If you need to grab a little sip, that's perfectly fine. But if not, jumping in again, paying attention to that knee alignment. Here we go. Drop it down. Good. Ah. Okay. And 1 more. Ooh, all right. Guys, we have 1 left. So those alternating V-ups, 12 and 12. Nice burner to finish. If you need to scale that back, if you feel like you're losing your brace, then that's perfectly fine. But if not, grab a quick sip and we'll get started. Good. So shoulders pressed into the floor. Good. Good. All right, guys, we are done. Perfect. So we will start with a nice cool down. So just some dynamic stretching. So dynamic stretching means that we're holding that stretch longer than a typical static stretch. So anywhere between 30 to 60 seconds is what we're going to be holding each pose for, or if you can handle that. So if you need to modify anything, please just comment in the comments, or even message our group afterwards, and we can definitely provide you some modifications, okay? So when we are dynamic stretching, we're going to focus on taking in those big belly breaths, okay? So that's what's called diaphragmatic breathing. So we're going to make sure that we're taking in those nice breaths because they're calming us down, and we're just going to bring down our heart rate, okay? So we're going to start on the floor. We're going to come back into child's pose, and we're just going to come forward. Good. We're just going to come down and press up. I was out on the trails this morning and I just realized how dirty my ankles and socks were, so if you saw my dirty feet, sorry. Good. So we're just gonna come back. Ooh, good. So nice and tall. You can come forward if you need to. Just kind of paying attention to your alignment here. If your hips are really tight, might not feel the most comfortable, and that's where that breathing is going to come into play, okay? Good. Switching sides. Running out of room here. Good. So we're just bringing the legs forward, bringing one over top, and we're just going to come around. Sending that gaze behind you. Nice and tall, big breaths in. Good. We're going to switch sides. Good. So bringing those knees in, feet together, let the knees fall out, torso staying nice and tall. Grip the ankles if you need to, or just let it go. Nice big breath in. Good. So we're coming to the top. We're just going to bring the leg up, gripping the ankle nice and tall. Maybe your hips are really tight. Mine are extremely. So using a counter space if you need to, but nice and tall, and hold that stretch. Gripping your foot or the laces above your sneakers if you're wearing them. Good. Switching sides when you're ready. So again, holding that stretch anywhere between 30 to 60 seconds is good. Good. So we'll just finish with a nice big stretch up. You can come up on the toes if you want, if you have the balance. And we're just going to let it out. Come forward and hold. So gripping those big toes if you want, or just letting your arms fall nice and heavy or around your ankles. Feeling that nice stretch through the back of the leg. Good. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks again. Bye.